This session is designed to familiarize you with Google Hangouts, a collaboration tool that you can use to meet with your coach virtually in lieu of meeting in person. Sharing documents is easy, and setting up a Hangout is also quite simple. Let's take a look. Our primary goal is to teach you how to set up a Google Hangout so that you might collaborate with your coach. To simplify the process for you, we will use Google Calendar to set up the Hangout. We don't assume that you already have a Google account, and if not, we'll provide you some direction on signing up for one. Google Hangouts is a Google product, and as such, Google Chrome offers the best user experience. If you don't have a copy of Google Chrome on your PC, you can download a copy by going to the web address noted here. There are also Google Hangout apps that you can download to your tablet or phone, which may be an option as well. If you don't have a Google account, it's pretty simple to get one. Just go to the link noted here and sign up. Make sure you write down the email address and password that you chose, as these will be needed to sign into your Google account. If you need to download Google Chrome or set up a Google account, pause this video here and sign up now. Now let's take a look at the demonstration of using Google Calendar to set up a Hangout. You can pause the video at any time if you'd like to follow along using Google Calendar. So let's take a look. Google Hangouts is a program that you can use to communicate with people at remote locations so that you don't have to travel there. Some of the things that you'll need is a microphone and a speaker on your computer. If you don't have that, one of the things you can purchase is a headset. Headset works well for canceling out background noise. So let's take a look. You're going to have to open up Google Chrome. And once you get Google Chrome open, you're going to want to open up Google Calendar. Google Calendar is pretty easy to set up a Google Hangout. So I'm going to go over here to the Google Apps icon, click on Google Calendar, and once Google Calendar opens up, I can pick a time for the meeting. Okay, so in this particular case, let's suppose I want to hold a meeting at 9 a.m. So I'm going to double click and it'll open up this calendar page, and I'm just going to type a message here so I know what it is. So I'm going to say hang out with Jack. I've got an alternate email account that I'm going to hang out with. You can change the date and the time. Click add video call. That's the key to making this work. When you add that, it knows that you want to do a hangout. You're also going to want to add your guests' email addresses here. So I'm going to put in my alternate email address. You can hang out with up to 10 people in a video call, so you can add 9 more emails to this. I'm going to add a little color to the notification on my calendar. So I think I've got everything set. There's some other things that you can do here to document this, but in this particular case I'm going to just go ahead and click save, and now it comes up with this message that says do you want to send this invitation to your guests. I'll say send it, and now I've got a hangout scheduled on my calendar here. Now when you send this out, you're going to have an email message that goes out to all of the participants. So let's take a look at that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my alternate email account that would have gotten this message. So bear with me just a second. And it's opening up my alternate email account now. And this top message here came from jack.brewing. That's my primary email account. So, and this is what the message looks like right here. This is what you would get if somebody invited you to a hangout. So the way you would join the hangout is in the message right here. If you use Google Calendar, this would show up in your calendar. You can open up that message in your calendar, but I'm just going to show you here how to access it through this email. You would click on join video call. And once you join the video call, you'll see here in just a second, it's going to ask you to join the meeting, and I'm going to do that here through this join button. So you have to click that button, and you can see my video camera is capturing me on the screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that off. I generally don't leave that on because it takes extra bandwidth to send your images back and forth. So there's an icon up here at the top. I'm going to just click on turn the camera off, and there it shows my Google picture. One of the primary features of Google Hangouts is your ability to share documents. And the way you would share documents would be through this screen share. So I'm going to click on screen share. Depending on how many documents you have open, if you have Word, Excel, and so on open, it would show all those documents individually. What I normally do is just click share entire screen. And I click on it, I click share, and now anybody that's in the Hangout can see whatever I share on my screen. So I would click on in my taskbar at the bottom, if I had Word open or Excel, I would click on that, and they would be able to see that. Another feature is, let's say you get into a Hangout and you want to invite another person. You would click invite more, and what you're doing is you're going to put in their email address, and you're going to share this link with them. You don't have to do anything because Google Hangouts takes care of that for you. You just click invite and then add their email address. So you can do that. This Hangout has this address. So this is a permanent link. You can keep this link if you'd like to use later. You don't have to, but that's one of the things that you could. So notice here, if you don't move your mouse around for a while, these icons will disappear. So if you want the icons back, you'll just have to move your mouse just a little bit. Another option here is the settings, and under settings you can change. Sometimes if you've got two cameras hooked up, I've got two cameras on my computer. I can select the built-in camera, the Chicone USB camera, or I can select, I've got the Logitech camera selected here. You can select the microphone, speakers, and so on. So we'll leave those like they are. You've got a phone, a red phone here. That's what you would use if you want to leave the call. If you want to stop sharing, you've got some things up here. I'm going to click stop, so I'm no longer sharing my screen. You might want another presenter to present, and so on. So that's it. If you're done with your call, basically, or with the Hangout, you basically are going to click on the red phone. So we'll do that, and there you have it. So give it a try. It's pretty simple. If you go through Google Calendar, you don't have to use Calendar, but if you go through Google Calendar, it's pretty easy to set it up. Some things you should do to make sure your meeting with your coach is productive include the following. Make sure your computer speakers and microphone work. If you experience internet connectivity problems, you can use your phone as a backup. Prior to meeting with your coach, you should post pertinent documents to your wiki so they might be reviewed ahead of time. A headset will enhance the sound quality, but it's entirely optional. Consider purchasing one if you find you are having trouble communicating due to unwanted background noise. You may use your camera for more of a personal touch during your meeting, but consider turning it off to reduce the internet traffic. You should now be ready to meet with your coach. If you haven't already done so, download Google Chrome to your PC and sign up for a Google account. Upload any pertinent documents to your wiki that you would like to share with your coach, and then set up a meeting with your coach using Google Calendar at an agreed upon date and time. If you have questions, contact your coach or visit YouTube for supplemental videos on using Google Hangouts.